The following content is not meant for children. Hello everyone. Maester Aelix here, and I'd like to take a moment here to talk about something I feel passionately about, and something you'll definitely be seeing in the future on my channel, and that is Battletech, and or MechWarrior. To most of you out there, that is a difference without distinction, but trust me, there is a difference, and it is important, but we're not going into that right now. However, Battletech, something I have enjoyed since I was a young Aelix, very wee indeed. The initial draw to this is giant stompy robots because, let's face it, who doesn't love giant stompy robots covered with guns, fighting in battles, and sometimes there's honor duels and all this sorts of craziness. And the more you look into this setting, the more you realize how rich and complex and interesting it is, and then you start reading the novels by Stagpole and you went, God dang, these are great novels, but that's because they're written by Stagpole, and you start getting a much deeper understanding that adds to the world around the giant stompy robots. The reason I bring this up is because a few of my series are nearing their ending, and one of the games I'll be playing on the channel will be the Battletech game by Harebrained Schemes, but I was a big-time backer on that game, so I'm going to have some extra cool fun stuff, and I just wanted to share. This game is really fun, and it can be challenging. The missions can get a little repetitive, and I will not be going into the campaign mode. The story is good, and I'm going to leave that to everyone else. Because of all the DLC that's been added and other things, there's a lot more fun to be had in the career mode. And the career mode gives you a few little things to boost you up. And again, the campaign is really fun to play, and I recommend it to everyone who likes this game to go play the campaign. But we're going to go into the career mode, and that I think will be a better fit for my channel. And for those of you who are interested in playing with me, you can play career mode yourself. You can get the game. I highly recommend everyone does. Or, I've started playing MechWarrior Online again, and I'm thinking about maybe making it a regular thing, Thursday nights or something. You know, join me on MechWarrior Online. It's a free-to-play game. I love to play. I'll help you make your mechs nice and, maybe help you figure out what you like playing. MechWarrior is such a fun setting. There's so many great stories, and people who run it are really smart some of the time. For example, in the 90s, they actually made a cartoon of Battletech, and it was interesting and it was fun. However, it didn't really properly reflect the timelines and events. So what did they do? They made it canon. How did they make it canon? The cartoon exists as a cartoon in universe, and I find that to be brilliant. I really enjoy it when things like that the fans like but are strange can find a place in canon somehow. Additionally, I've also been very much enjoying MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. Now, Battletech is more the setting, and generally the Battletech games you control more than one mech, where MechWarrior generally playing one pilot who's piloting one robot at a time. So the difference is tactical game versus a shooter, and both are really good. Now, MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries does indeed have its share of problems. I'm not going to deny that, but it is also fun, and I'm going to enjoy that. Might see MechWarrior 5 in the future. I tried doing some of that game for Patreon supporters, but it didn't work out so good, so maybe in the future on the channel, if MWO takes off, I might go back to making some of those videos. Way back in the day, a couple of years ago now, I had some really basic MWO videos, and this was back before I really knew what I was doing. But things have improved since, so we'll see. And it is at this time I realized I have never explained why I like this setting so much. Well, as I said before, everyone loves giant stompy robots, but as someone who is a tinkerer at heart who likes to get in there, optimize, tweak, or build things for silly reasons, the fact that this game allows me to take giant stompy robots and then customize them is really great. Now, there are many fine mechs with stock configurations that are very good, but I still like building my own. The game allows for this, and it can be so fun. The customizability is what really sells me. And that's one more reason why MechWarrior Online is continuously pulling me back. Because not only do I get to play a fun game online with my friends, but then there's the level of customization, and in that game it's multiple layers, It's not only the builds, but then you add in skill points to optimize things, and it's just so good. And now a small bit of psychology. It has been said that men create with their hands because they cannot create within their own bodies. And those who create with their hands are basically getting in touch with their quote-unquote feminine side. And it also explains why I like the book Frankenstein so much. Because if you look at it that way, Dr. Frankenstein was the most effeminate male ever. He created life, something no other man can do. Well, I think that's an excellent note to leave things off on. So here's where I'm going to say thank you all for joining me. I really hope you're enjoying these discussions. If you do, please remember to hit all the YouTube buttons that YouTube wants you to hit. And check out the links down below, because that's all the really good stuff is. And I shall see you all next time.